Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Whenever you might be listening to this is the Pucks Podcast.
Podcast.
And we are here for draft week.
And I'm
Uh,
Clay.
and I'm Bert, sorry. We're here for draft week of the NHL offseason. This is our penultimate episode of the season.
Yes, it is.
As Clay always says, I love that word.
It's a great word. Great word.
Yeah, so uh, sorry, I got distracted by something immediately. Yeah, our second to last episode of the season. Next week we'll go over what happens in the first, week ish of free agency. Free agency is gonna suck this year, let me tell you, because
Well,
there's really not that much interesting out there. There are
yeah,
some guys. There's a
because
few guys that are like there's
because my
good guys. There's not great guys out there.
like my the hockey gods answered my prayer last week to have
Yeah,
your
well,
teams do
yeah,
something,
yeah.
and they did. So a lot of this week was busy as well.
Yes, this week
Especially
this
the
week was a lot of
Tuesday.
trades. Yeah.
Uh, a
A lot of
lot of
trades to
trades.
go over. A lot of
The
other
the thi-
news too. Good. Sorry.
the thing we might see during free agency, like after free agency, is a bunch more trades just
Yeah, I'm thinking
because,
so too.
well, July 1st is when a lot of the signing bonuses for the year get
Mm,
done.
true,
So
true.
cap hits might not have the real money behind
Yeah.
them. So
I mean, the cap
some,
hits will stay the same, but that real
like,
life money payout won't be there for
exactly.
a
And
team
there are
potentially
teams that
trading
are
for him.
cheap,
Yes, there are.
owners that are cheap that
There are
are
owners that are
willing
cheap.
to take those contracts on. So
But before we get to any and all of that, Clay, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking 42 North Brewing Company. Um, I believe, it seems like they're out of Buffalo. Um, East Aurora, New York. Um, I am drinking their Day Trekker IPA,
All right. I'm
the five
drinking
percent.
from Aurora Brewing Company, which is out of King Ferry, New York.
Mm.
Their Little Lobster, New England style IPA. And
Ooh,
I
little
dropped
lobster.
these on the floor earlier, so let's see if this is going to explode on me.
Maybe, solid maybe.
Whew. Thank God. It was long enough ago that it didn't explode on me.
There was a look of concern on your face.
There, I dropped them on the stairs as I
Oh,
was
so yeah,
walking into my
they
apartment
bounce,
building.
bounce, bounce.
Yeah, so they bounced a little bit. Okay. Um,
All right, so
God, where to
the
start?
Day Trekker, it says like
Oh yeah,
melon, pine, and bright. That's the descriptor.
and bright. You
Yes.
know, my favorite flavor, bright.
I mean, it's a light.
Yeah, I
It's a
understand what
bright
they mean. Yeah.
finish.
Little Lobster is made with local wildflower honey and galaxy
Ooh,
hops, and I can actually taste that honey in there. Definitely.
that's nice. Awesome.
All right,
All right,
so
yeah. Where do we start?
I think we
Because do we
start
want to
with
start with like
news. I think
the
we
new?
start with
Yeah.
news, because there is quite a bit to talk about.
All right.
The trades are what's going to take, I think, the most time today.
Yes.
But let's get into the news. First and foremost, the Hoffman family completed its acquisition of the Pittsburgh Penguins this week,
Okay.
so they officially have taken over
Is it?
majority control of the
Are
Penguins.
they the hot dog people? Like.
No, they're another just they're called Hoffman family, but they're another just like hedge fund management group.
Okay.
They're not that much different than uh, FSG
Gotcha.
that owned the Penguins
Midway.
before, but they have more of a family feel to them, I guess. I,
Well,
I
like
like the
I'm.
I like the opening statement that the guy gave, where he was like, we know the history of the Penguins. We want this to be a winner. We're honored to join the city of Pittsburgh, kind of thing. So I like
I'm
that.
also
We'll see.
confused a lot by Fenway Sports Group because like
I am too.
look at the moves that they made because they own the Red Sox. Like look at the moves that they made like over the years and getting rid of Mookie Betts and getting rid of like
Yeah.
guys instead of paying them.
It is kind of weird because they have a
And
shitload of money.
the
So,
Red Sox are trash this year and last year.
well, I guess what you could say is baseball does not have a salary cap in any way. Well, they have a luxury tax eventually,
Hmm.
but so like I don't know how much Mookie Betts makes, but it's like $30 million or something a year, right? But
Yeah.
like you come to hockey, the highest paid dude right now makes 17, and
Hmm.
that guy's not on the Penguins anyway. So I don't know. They look, they made a hefty profit on selling the Penguins 4 years after they bought
Yeah.
them. So I I don't know. They still have like a minor stake in the team, I think, for a year or two to help with like the transition. At least this year, definitely, because the Penguins are still going to be on the whatever sports channel that they own that has
Gotcha.
the.
Okay.
So the Penguins are still going to be on that for this year, while the Hoffman family group or
Does
whatever they're called figures out what other channel to go with.
yeah.
So there you go. All right.
Um.
Yes.
Also, like again, already tangent. Baseball's not happening next year. At least the full season.
Yeah.
Be
Doesn't seem
ready for
like it.
that. Uh,
Look, baseball is
your team,
long overdue for
for a
at
strike.
least a
Um.
salary floor and probably
Yeah.
a salary cap too.
Yes. But again, they're far away.
Yeah, oh
They're
yeah. I don't think baseball is going to happen next year. So savor it while
at
it's
least not
going
at
on right
least
now.
not
Not
a
the
at
full
least not a
season.
full season.
Yeah.
Um. But yeah. Uh. Now we just need one for football.
Yes, football
Um.
desperately the players need one in football like so bad.
Weak. Oh, such a
They're
weak
PAs.
union.
How is hockey have one of the strongest unions?
It's
Like really?
because it's because at the time there's so few players good enough to play.
I guess
Like
that's true.
football has a 53-man roster,
True.
and
And
what
32 teams. Yeah.
average the average uh
Career.
NFL career is 2 years.
Yeah, that's come down. It used to be 3.
That's the average.
So,
Um,
yeah,
so yeah.
it does seem like NHL guys kind of stick around for a while in the league too, right? Even if they're
Hmm.
really not good. You have to be like pants crappingly bad to not sign somewhere in the NHL if you're an
Right.
NHLer.
And speak of pants
Spe-
crappingly bad, Mike Babcock is the head
oh yeah,
coach.
Mike Babcock
Um,
is officially the head coach of
which we
the
said last
Edmonton
week.
Oilers.
I said last
It
week
was
it was
gonna
gonna happen,
happen. Yeah, it's officially happened
but
now.
uh, but a guy who has probably held the Red Wings back from Stanley Cups, and yeah, uh,
Did a real number on
got
Toronto's locker room.
well also like got a gold medal with Canada where I could have done it at
That's
that age.
that's true.
Um,
He had by far the best team at that
what
Olympics.
is it? That 2010?
I think so. 2010. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, me at
Because
18 years
I
old
don't think
behind
he
that
was.
bench could have coached
I don't think
that
he
team
was
to
the
a Stanley
coach
Cup
at 2014. Um,
or a gold medal. Me at 18 years old could have coached
yeah,
that team to a gold medal. Um, so yeah,
yeah, because you had young Crosby in his prime. You had Jerome McGinley. You had all these Hall of Fame players on that team. Yeah, no shit, you won the gold.
it's same with the his era in Detroit. He got one Stanley Cup
I think so. Yeah, the '08
in
one,
2009.
2008, 2009. Yeah,
Yeah, uh,
the first
and
one against the Penguins.
with with that team that you got one.
Yeah, that's true. That team was also filled to the brim with Hall of Famers. So Datsuk and Zetterberg and
Hmm.
Lindstrom and among others, Johan Franzen, who you mentally abused for some
Yep,
reason. Um, yeah, so I guess fuck the Oilers next year.
like the
I
Oilers.
kind of hope they
Yeah,
fail because they dug their own grave.
I'm I'm excited for it. Um, what
I
else you
I
got?
mean I think it's possible that they'll still make the playoffs. The Pacific is not strong enough for them to not make the playoffs, but or maybe I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe
yeah,
there was doubt last year, I suppose, that they would make the playoffs.
there
All
were
right,
times.
the NHL is expanding again.
Yes.
Seems like at least by 2030, to one of, if not two, of Austin, Atlanta, or Houston.
So
We were talking about this beforehand.
yeah, but
We've both read different
what
things.
officially happened is it's a 6-month process to determine Houston or Austin's viability as
Yeah.
an NHL city has officially begun.
Yeah, and I think there's already a group in Atlanta that is trying to bring a team there again.
There's been a group in Atlanta, Kevin Weeks.
Well, don't get me started on Kevin Weeks this week.
Oh,
Uh,
I know. That's why I brought him
um,
up.
so it looks like hopefully there will be two teams by 20. I'm gonna say 2030. I don't know if that's the year that they'll actually expand,
I'm
but
guessing three. I'm guessing three.
I hope it's an even number.
I hope it's four.
I would rather it be four. That would make the most sense if you're gonna do it. But
yeah, I think. God, my brain is turning off. I'm sorry.
it's
I
okay.
think 32 is perfect.
I agree with you, but we don't make that call. So
No. Apparently, the NFL is also looking to expand it to 34 teams.
really, are they trying to put teams
Yeah.
in Europe again? Because they were already talking about that a couple
Yeah, I
years
think so.
ago. They have Europe games every year, which is cool for European football fans. You know, those games are always sold out, I think. But
Yeah. But they tried a league in Europe and it folded.
right, but like if they can somehow figure out a division to be in Europe, I guess, with the backing of the NFL that has like more money than most countries do,
Yeah.
it would probably work because the NFL would just pour money into it. Whatever. So I don't hate any of
Wait,
those
how many
options. What
how many teams does NBA have?
does the what have?
And NBA.
Oh, NBA. I think 30, 30 or 32, right?
They're at 30. So
They're at
they're
30?
looking to expand.
Oh,
They're looking to expand to 32 as well.
okay. What's
That's
is
why I
football
was
at
confused.
30?
I thought they were
What's football at 32, right?
they're at 32.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So let's
And I feel like MLB is 32 as well.
I think MLB is 30, right? Cuz isn't it 5 wait. I don't know. Isn't it 5 teams per division?
It's 30.
Yeah, anyway, let's bring this back to the NHL. I
Yeah.
don't hate any of these options for an expansion, you know, Austin, Houston, Atlanta. That's fine. I don't know if Texas can support 3 teams.
Oh no, it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one or the other.
I think
Um,
two teams Texas can support.
yeah.
3 is pushing it a little bit. Um, Atlanta, yeah, sure, why not? Let's try a third time.
Oh, the reason I say 3 is because Arizona's coming back.
Arizona
You
will be
realize that
back eventually. Um,
it's gonna be one of the 4 teams.
that's fine. That's fine with me if Arizona can actually get a solid standing and be in one place in
Yep.
Arizona, and stay there. That's great, and the
It's the same.
Coyotes can
I
come
mean,
back.
it's the same with Atlanta. Like
Yes,
this is the 3rd try. Like
it wasn't like the fans' fault that Atlanta failed either time. It was the
no, it's the
ownership
ownership group.
both times, just
Mhm.
like in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully that happens, and then I don't know where a fourth team would be. That would
I would like it in Canada, but
yeah, Canada would be for the best to get an eighth Canada team, but I don't know. I don't think Quebec City is going to happen. I guess I could be
no,
wrong, but
it's more just like where I
where's
feel
there a
like
major city in Canada that doesn't have a hockey team, right?
I think we're done. Like
I think all of the major cities in Canada have an NHL team. I guess outside
you
of Quebec City, but I don't know how big of a city Quebec City is.
right, like if we're looking at uh you got Saskatoon and Regina. They're in
Uh,
Saskatchewan, but like that's not as big of a city
no,
as Edmonton, Calgary, or Winnipeg. Um,
Yeah, Toronto is the biggest city in Canada. Montreal's got to be pretty close to. It has to be second, I would think. Or
yeah,
I guess I don't know. I don't know the population densities of Canada, but I just don't. I don't. Unless there's one we're not thinking of. I don't think there's another city in Canada that would. Well, they would support the team. Don't get. I'm not going to say that, but be
it's
able
just
to be there. I don't know. You know.
it's just what billionaire will be fine with losing money every year.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
just it. Um,
I mean, billionaires seem kind of dumb. I don't know how they get the money that they get because they all kind of seem stupid to me. But I guess it's the pact with the devil that they make, right?
I
Where they
mean,
sell their soul that they get that
maybe
money.
you're bored with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's demons. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll see. If I had to guess another city in the U.S. where that could have a NHL team, Portland would make sense to me. If we're talking about the East, I don't know in the East actually.
But that's a lot of teams right next to each other.
True.
Like Portland, Seattle, Vancouver.
Yeah, three-team rivalry right there. All hate each other. They can all
That
suck,
would be
but
good.
they can all hate each other.
I say that like there isn't a San Jose, Anaheim, Los Angeles.
There's
So,
two teams in New York, which is 3 hours away from Philly. New York is
yeah.
like 4 hours away from
Look.
Boston.
I'm backing up. I'm backing up. I'm walking it back.
The East teams are all next to each other too.
Fuck it. Put it in Mexico City.
That'd be cool. That would be cool actually. I don't know how big hockey is in Mexico, but that would actually be really awesome.
Travel would be rough. Put it in Monterey.
Uh,
That's closer to the Texas line.
What city in the East could host a hockey team? Maybe Cleveland? Maybe?
Maybe?
But then we have to give something to Cleveland, and I don't want to do that.
No, they don't.
That's a trash city. They got the Browns back. They're fine.
Indianapolis?
Oh, yeah, okay. I could see Indianapolis.
But we have to give something to Indiana.
I guess, like, could Chicago have two teams? You know, like New York. They do in baseball, right?
They already do. Like, the Chicago Wolves.
Well, yeah, but like, that's an AHL team. Like, I mean, two NHL teams.
Right, but that was made to spite the Blackhawks. Like...
Mm.
And
well, maybe there's a really spiteful Chicagoan that hates the Blackhawks. That's bring on, I don't know, another team.
They'll just make the Wolves AHL or NHL.
What about like Milwaukee? They could probably have a hockey team.
Yeah,
that's close enough to the border that could be east or west, right? Because that's right around where Detroit is. Right, kind of.
I mean, you're closer to Chicago.
Okay, it in that area. All right. So, Chicago's in the west, Detroit's in the east. So
yeah.
So yeah, Milwaukee might be a good choice. That's not really an East team, but
no,
you know. So we'll see how it shakes out. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to Jason Robertson because there's a whole bunch of confusing shit happening with him. I think it's at least a little confusing. So, his preference, it seems to be, would be to stay with Dallas, which totally makes sense.
Of course.
It's a perennial it's a Stanley Cup threat. He's had 90 to 100 points several times in his career. He's played his entire career there. Totally get it that he would want to stay there. But he is not going to agree to take a major pay cut to stay there because apparently he wants at least $14 million to play in Dallas, and they're at 12 to 12 and a half. So,
right.
They're pretty far off in their numbers.
Yep.
So
he has
Dallas
turned down 3 offers for trades.
So Dallas is talking to other teams about trades. He has definitely turned down Seattle because we know
$15 million.
Yes, we know the particulars of that contract. would have been 8 years, 15 million.
Yeah.
Crazy. Um,
Well,
he turned
I
down
get it because, well, and also you can argue, no state tax. Um,
they're implementing a millionaire's tax in 2 years
but
in
in
Washington.
2 years, but also, uh, it's like what 10%, so it wouldn't even be that big of a deal.
No,
Like it's not that big of
and
a deal.
from what I read, Seattle already thought of that and was working that into the deal where like almost all of the money was front loaded as
Front loaded.
signing bonuses the first 2
E-
years. So it
Exactly.
bypasses that altogether.
No, it's the fact that Seattle's directionless. Now Jason Robertson is your direction.
Yeah, that
Like
would be
you
the
build
major
around.
direction.
That's the
Yes, that's the
direction. So they
direction.
build around that. So
The other teams,
I get it.
yeah, no, I get it. The other team, I'm pretty sure is I don't know if it's if it's 100% that he turned down was St. Louis. It sounds
It
like
was St.
that
Louis.
St. Louis definitely got turned down, and it
And
sounds like
Ottawa
Ottawa definitely got
is the
turned down.
maybe.
That's the
It was,
maybe one.
that's the maybe.
Now there was news today.
Because I believe St. Louis was also 15.
Okay, the only reason I'm not 100% on St. Louis is because we don't have like the contract. He might have just been like St. Louis, don't even talk to me, kind of thing, you know?
He was like that for Ottawa.
I
I
yeah.
believe. I think St. Louis offered 14 or 15.
I haven't seen that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but so he definitely turned down St. Louis. We we think he
We
turned
think
down Ottawa. This morning, it can Friedman, so you know it's correct, reported
Yes.
that Dallas and Pittsburgh were talking about a trade, and apparently there was a lot of momentum, and other sources around the league thought it was going to happen during the draft. Obviously, it did not happen. Um,
Nothing's happened.
but I don't know. It's unclear to me if he turned down the Penguins or they just didn't figure out a trade yet.
Right.
So I think if he turned down the Penguins, Friedman would have just said that. So I don't
Yeah.
know if the Penguins are on his list of like, okay, I'll go sign there. You know,
There's,
there
there's
has to
another
be at
team.
least some sort of a list.
There's another team that made a trade today that just made room for Robertson, cap wise.
Oh yes, well we'll get to them. We'll get to them.
That's why I didn't say anything. I'm teasing.
So I mean,
Bert.
so his whatever is going to happen to him is still up in the air. The reason I say it's confusing is because I'm not sure what is going on
What's
with the
real,
whole
what's
Pittsburgh
not.
thing. If he actually did turn down Ottawa, who is actually all talking to Dallas about a trade? He definitely turned down Seattle. He definitely turned down St. Louis. So I understand he wants to stay in Dallas. It's just financially and cap wise, I don't know how the fuck St. Louis or
It's
Dallas is going to do that
it's
without
not going to
trading
happen.
Thomas Harley or somebody like that.
Right, and I think that's a big problem because like Thomas Harley of the two, if Thomas Harley plays like he did 2 years ago to earn that contract,
Mm-hmm.
I take Thomas Harley at 10.5.
Well, you have other guys to fill in Robertson's like production, right?
Exactly.
So I agree with you because like
But
Harley,
if Thomas Harley played like he did last year for the rest of this contract,
then that's a
you
problem.
take Robertson. Yeah.
But you don't know. You don't know what that's gonna.
You don't know.
You don't know what the future's gonna hold. So we'll see. I'm waited with bated breath to. I just want this to be concluded, one way or the other. I have a feeling somehow, some way, he is going to resign in Dallas. I
The
just,
thing-
my gut says that's what's going to happen.
The thing is, right now, it's because this year they only have 9,
Yes.
like you said, 9.2.
Yes.
Next year it's 42.
It's only this year that is the problem. So, if I'm Jim Nill, who is their general manager, I'm trying to be like, Jason, just sign for next year at 9, and then the next year after that, we'll give you the fucking moon because we'll have tons of cap space.
But it's such a risk.
Yeah,
He
because
gets
then
hurt
he could just
and
walk.
it's over. Well, it's also
That's
he gets
true.
hurt.
That's
That's over.
That's true. On his part,
That's such a risk.
he needs the contract guarantee.
He's going to go to arbitration,
Maybe, yeah, that
and
could
then he
be.
will walk to free agency next year. I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, it also depends if he goes to arbitration and they're like, yeah, you owe him $13 million. They're gonna have to let him either walk or trade him at that point because
Exactly.
that'll be over the cap.
Yeah.
So that is one of the situations. So those are the three possibilities, right? Is that they trade him now at some point in the next week or so. Um, they figure out some way to re-sign him, or they go to arbitration and then they trade him, or
Yep.
somebody offer
That's it.
sheets him. But I don't. That one I'm not sure about because that's a lot to pay.
Uh,
You know what? If you're
if
like,
you're a specific team,
I guess
you're
that's
fine with
true.
it.
There is a
If
couple
you're
of
the team
teams.
I'm thinking of,
Yeah,
fuck
that's
them
true.
picks.
Fuck them first round picks. Yeah. No, yeah,
they
yeah,
c-
yeah.
they could become anything,
That
even
could
a
become
Jason
Jason
Robertson.
Robertson. Yeah, we always say that. We
Um,
always say that. So, well, we'll see what happens with Robertson. My dream is that while we're recording something happens. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
Obviously. All right, so let's move on from Robertson. With some injury news, Seth Jarvis had shoulder surgery. He's out 4 to 6 months.
he needed it. He needed
Yeah.
it for the past 2 years. Um,
So he won't be ready for training camp, but he'll be back. What are we in? He'll be back in December, maybe at the latest.
doesn't matter. Got that cup.
Okay, true, true, and they'll still be pretty good without him. So, all right, let's move on to the nut punch portion of the news, and that
What?
that that's all for the Columbus Blue Jackets
Oh yeah, man.
because, good
Um,
lord, what a bad week they're having.
they're not having. Yeah, they're having a bad time.
So, the whole Werenski thing seems to be not speculation anymore and seems to be true that
Yep.
he I don't I still am not sure that he has asked for a trade. He has at
I
the
think it
very least made it
said he's not
clear
resigning.
that he's not re-signing as of now.
Yeah.
His mind might change. That was what I thought the whole thing was. You know what I mean? That he was like, I'll
Yeah.
come back and play, but I don't know that I'm going to extend. Maybe, maybe not,
Right.
kind of thing. So his name is out there now in trade because I would be pissed if I was Don Waddell that this became a thing all of a sudden. Definitely all of a sudden this became a thing in the last 2 weeks.
Well, it's this is because of the whole media landscape about Kachuk and Larson.
Yeah, that was
Um,
part of it. Not Larkin,
and
but yeah.
yes, you're right.
Uh,
Larkin. Um, I I get it. Like it's a bunch of guys who s- have not won
mhm.
anything in their careers, and then they get gold and then like winning, and
Yeah.
they want to be on contenders. They
Here's
want
the
to get
other
back there.
thing that like the media is just, really nicely ignoring in these stories is that all of these guys played like 8 to 10 years on these teams already.
Well, there's that. There's also in the fact of like in the Larkin and Kachuk, yes, they're their captains,
Mhm.
but they're not the best players on those teams.
No. They no, neither of them have been for a while, if they ever
Right.
were.
I mean,
Uh,
Larkin was, and that was the
Larkin was
problem.
at one point.
And
Kachuk,
that
I,
was the
I don't know
problem.
that Kachuk ever was the best player on that team.
No, he was not.
You got
Um,
Stutza, you have Sanderson, like
yeah, that there.
others, yeah,
Um,
Batherson. Um,
Hellebuck and Wierenski are.
yes,
This is the
that is
first.
true.
Those are the two where they are actually are the best players on their team, and
Yeah,
that's why
agree.
I think that's why it's an issue because they are the best players and
But again,
they have
like
not won. Have
Werenski
not
has
won.
played his entire career on Columbus, signed a long-term contract there. And so Hellebuck has played his entire career on Winnipeg. So
Helle, Hellebuck, I'm very confused by because this is the second year in the we're going into year 2 of
Mhm.
his new 8-year contract that we didn't
Yes.
expect that he was going to sign in the first place.
No, yeah, they almost traded him previously during
One
that
bad year,
negotiations.
one bad year for Winnipeg, and you already won out. Like,
Yeah, that one
come
seems
on.
kind of weird, but like,
If you want 2 in a row, fine, 2 in a row, fine.
yeah,
If you don't like where the team's trending, fair and fine.
yeah,
Because again, they're getting older, they're getting slower.
yep.
You're the best player. I want another year of bonus with the way. I mean, that's Columbus with the way he's calling out their um heart.
Yeah.
So
Well, I that might be part of the problem in Columbus
that
too.
might be part of the problem.
Werenski might hate bonus. Is also part of it. Could be part of the issue. I'm not saying that's
Their
definitely part of the
their
issue,
other
but
player who you're
okay,
about to
yeah.
bring up
Let's
might
get
hate
to that one.
bonus.
The other nut punch of this week that came out just out of the blue during the draft, courtesy of
Not
Kevin Weeks.
hey, not just during the draft. Literally right before they announced their pick.
Oh my God, that's even worse.
He dropped it. He dropped it for their pick.
What an asshole move by Weeks.
That's
And it wasn't
that's
even.
why I was
It wasn't
that's why I was
even.
talking shit.
It wasn't
Um,
even fully correct what Kevin Weeks said either.
no,
But Kirill Marchenko, one of their other better players, apparently said he is not interested in being there long term. He did not request a trade. He did not request to leave. Now, he just
right.
said that when it comes to he has one more year in his contract, then he is an RFA. I
Hmm.
guess he made it clear that after that, he's not interested in signing a long-term contract in Columbus. So he is at least being a little. At least he's given him a couple of years, right?
Yeah, he's doing what Matt Kachuk did.
Yeah, and like I'll play
Because
out my contract, but after that, eh.
and like that's this is gonna be hard to say. This is where I hold Matt Kachuk up to a higher esteem than Brady.
Wow, that's hard for you to
Right,
say. Yeah,
it is because
but I get where you're coming from.
because both Brady and Matt said that they're not looking to extend long term.
Hmm.
You couldn't tell with Matt's play
Yeah,
in
yeah, he was
Calgary.
still trying his
You
ass off. He had 100 points the year
you
that they traded him.
you could tell after the Olympics about Brady's play.
Well, let's say something else about Brady. Apparently, for the last 4 years, he has been telling
That's
his
that.
teammates.
Whoa! I'm going to push back on that rumor
Oh, okay,
so hard
that
because
is a rumor.
that's a rumor that came out today. Keith can't keep his mouth shut. If it's been 4 years,
Mm.
his dad would have said something. And
Oh, you're right.
His dad started talking
You're
after Four
right.
Nations. So
You're correct.
I will
Yeah.
give 2 years.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
say 2 years.
Okay. Well, the
Um.
rumor was that for the last several years, who knows, two to
Oh.
four.
Oh. Also, the person who said that rumor was Bruce Garoche or something like that.
Garish, yeah.
Garish. He hates. Um. He's just trying to start stuff because ever since Malik died,
Uh,
he is no longer an insider. That's
okay,
what it
fair
is
enough, fair enough.
for the Sens.
So anyway,
He don't listen to Bruce
Brady
Garoche
for some amount of
about
time.
Senator stuff.
Brady for some amount of time has been telling his teammates he's not going to resign. It seems
I
like
will.
longer than since the Olympic break.
I mean, looking like hindsight, you can look back to the Four Nations and
Yeah.
there was a change in attitude.
Yep.
Because he played on the super team and they got silver. Like
They
you can
almost
see,
won.
like
Yeah.
they almost won. So
And again, I want to throw this out there. That trade really fucked up all the rest of the trades that happened this week because that motherfucker is not worth 3 first-round draft picks.
uh-huh.
I will stand on that. That he is not worth
Uh-huh.
3 draft picks, 3 first draft picks plus other
A second
stuff.
line. Look, his it's his name. It's his. I mean, he's what 26. His draft pedigree.
He might be older than that.
His draft pedigree to some extent, and again, what type of player you're getting. Are you getting the guy who, when he gets pissed off, will take over a game, or the guy when he gets pissed off will cost your team?
Take a 5-minute major, and he is
Yeah,
only 26.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which you're gonna get. But yeah, no, I'll stand by. Like Makachuk, when he decided he was not extending, he balled out for a 100-point season.
Yeah.
Like,
And again, at the time, they got a 100-point player back in that trade. Didn't
yes,
work out with Jonathan Huberdeau, but he had 100 points that season too. So at
we
the
learned
time,
we learned the effect of Barkov.
yeah,
that year.
at the time, everybody was like, "Oh, damn, this is a true blockbuster of a trade."
Yeah,
It was the first time ever a 100-point player got traded for another 100-point player, and then Mackenzie Weegar as well.
It's
But
still a well, that's the thing.
yeah, first time in a
You got
while.
Huberdeau and Uyghur.
Yeah, that trade
That's
looked crazy
amazing.
for Calgary. That looked great for Calgary, and then
Yeah,
Uyghur played fine, but Huberdeau didn't and still doesn't play up to his contract. He had an okay season this year, right? But not $10.5 million.
right.
All right. Well, that is it for my news. Do you have any further news?
I don't really have any further news, just because.
I mean, and a lot of this is just like speculation shit. It's not even really news.
Exactly. I got nothing.
Okay. Let's do.
There's going to be a couple more trades because the rumors of like the Flames looking to move Connor Zary. Landon DuPont is committed to Michigan.
Okay. That's good. I mean, he's not draft eligible until next year, so.
Yeah, but he is the consensus first overall pick next year.
Yes, at least at the moment. We'll see if that changes, but.
But like rules were changed to let him play in the WHL this past year because he's too young, and he put up like 73 points.
It's pretty good. That's a really good
as
season.
As a defenseman.
It's a pretty crazy season for him.
Yeah.
See what he does at Michigan.
Yeah.
All right, let's do extensions. And then get to trades.
Trades first, then extensions.
Okay.
Because some of these extensions don't make sense without.
That's true. Well, I was going to skip over those ones until we got to those trades, but whatever. Yeah, we can do trades first.
I can't.
All right. All right.
My brain doesn't work like that.
Let me go ahead and do this first big one because the next one after it is both your teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, I'm looking at.
There's a lot of trades to talk about.
No, I'm looking at Landon DuPont's stats. He at 18-year-old in the WHL. No, sorry. He's 17 because he's not draft eligible yet. 63 games in WHL. 73 points.
That's fantastic for just in general.
Well, I mean,
especially for a defenseman, 17 years old.
He was also in the WHL last year too, at 16 years old, where he put up 60 points.
All right.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He's the consensus first overall.
Yeah. All right, trades.
So the first two are mine.
What do you mean the first two?
Oh my God. Isn't that what you said?
No. I said I'll do the first one, you do the second one.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm just going to do it.
Look, my Puckpedia just went weird for me. So
hey, Puckpedia, can you guys figure out your like servers or something? Because it always makes my computer want to crash, and I don't know why. I don't get it.
Updated a filter.
I don't get why my computer hates Puckpedia so much. All right, so the first trade on our list, which happened early morning on Tuesday. A lot of these trades happened on Tuesday, by the way. The New Jersey Devils sent Simon Nemec and I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Siplikov, to the Calgary Flames for Etienne Morin, who is a defensive prospect, 2027 first round pick that belonged to Vegas, 2028 first round pick that belonged to Colorado, and a 2026 second round pick that belonged to the Rangers. Both of those first round picks are top 10 protected, and there's some other stuff with the Colorado one. I'm not going to read all of it, but you can go look it up if you want.
The Devils also got a prospect.
Yeah, ATN Morin, I said that.
Excuse me, sorry. You're right. I wasn't listening.
Maxim Siplikov, there's his first name.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. And a lot of these trades are a lot for these players.
Absolutely
because, again, that fucking Brady Tkachuk trade fucked the entire trade balance.
Well, there's that, and also the fact that there's no UFAs. There's no UFAs.
I think it's kind of a dual problem here, where it's a seller's market, so to get any of these guys, you have to pay a major premium. But
absolutely, and
I think
Nemec is a guy who can break out, and getting top pair minutes can do that.
I think so, and I think he'll fit right into Calgary, younger team in Calgary, rebuilding. He's going to be their best defenseman.
I believe he already extended.
Not yet.
No, I'm incorrect. I'm incorrect.
I'm sure he will, but not as of yet.
All right, then let's get into that second trade.
Yeah.
The San Jose Sharks receive a first-round pick that was Florida's.
Mm-hmm.
And they get William Eklund.
Yes.
And 2 prospects.
Yep.
I think this is a great trade for Ottawa. I think it's good all around.
I think so too. San Jose gets that number 9 overall pick.
That's what it was. Yeah, number 9
overall pick. Ottawa gets William Eklund, who certainly won't
replaces.
He won't fully replace Tkachuk, but
he's back with his buddy Zetterlund.
Oh, true.
So, I mean, I've heard rumors of them trying to trade Zetterlund, which would suck for Eklund.
That would suck.
But
I really like trade all around. I agree. Ottawa gets a young, pretty good player in Eklund. San Jose gets that number 9 overall pick, which they did use. It sounded like they were trying to use it in other trades, but they ended up using it in the draft.
Yeah.
All right.
You're up next.
Yes, next trade. Clay's very excited about this one because the Washington Capitals got Jordan Kyrou from the St. Louis Blues for Connor McMichael, a prospect, and one of Washington's 2026 first-round picks, which it was their first-round pick.
It was
there. Which was like 18, I think.
I believe.
Something like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I figured you'd be pretty happy about that.
Oh, man, Washington's
been putting in some work this last week, yeah. Because there's another trade coming up.
They were the 16th best team, missed the playoffs. They aren't going to do that again.
Yeah, Jordan Kyrou is certainly going to help, and so is the other trade that we're going to talk about.
Yeah. But before we talk about that, because Buffalo made some moves. Buffalo this week decided to be the main character.
And also just fully confused Chicago somehow.
Well, Buffalo hosted the draft this year.
Uh-huh.
So because all eyes were on them, they wanted to make sure all eyes were on them. So,
and hey, you know what? Shout out to the Chicago Blackhawks because they also wanted to make sure Buffalo was in the main spotlight of the draft and the week. Because what'd they do?
So the Buffalo Sabres acquired the 4th overall pick this year from Chicago, along with the 2026 second-round pick, which was the Islanders, and a pretty good
defensive prospect. I wouldn't even. He played on Chicago this past year.
Yeah, he
Crevier.
did.
It's Louis Crevier.
He's going to play for Buffalo. They got all of that
Yep.
for Bowen Byram,
Mm-hmm.
the RFA rights for Bowen Byram. And
They still signed through next year.
oh, you're right. You're right. He's on what, 4 million? No,
6.5.
or 6.5. Thank you. I'm looking at it. I'm literally looking at it. It's 6.25.
Oh, excuse me. We were both
And
wrong.
Bowen Byram and Jordan Greenway. And Jordan Greenway is a capped up
It's a cap
for
bump.
Buffalo.
So this is a terrible trade for Chicago. I feel like
It's so bad.
Bowen Byram is a very good player.
He is.
And Jordan
He
Greenway
wants-
is a serviceable player. But for the number 4 overall pick, plus a second, plus a pretty good defensive prospect,
He wants to be
yeah.
the number one.
He wants to be the
defenseman.
man.
He wants
Yeah.
to be paid. Yes, and that's not going to happen in Buffalo.
No.
From what the discussion was, he really enjoyed his time in Buffalo, but he just wants to be the man.
Yeah.
It's funny because he was the 4th overall pick in his draft year.
Oh shit! Look at that.
So he's gonna be the man in Chicago.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we've talked about this recently with Byram and his agent. Historically, that agent takes their players to free agency, unrestricted into market and unrestricted free agency, which Byram will be.
Yep.
He wants 10 and a half, 11. I can see Chicago giving him that. Yeah.
You almost have to do it after this
You
trade.
have to.
You have to give him that. Because you gave up such a premium draft pick at number 4 overall in a pretty good draft that you needed. Even that by itself.
And I love what Buffalo did with it.
If it was those two.
Should we have talked about the draft before, like the first round?
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, if it was just those 2 players for the number 4 overall pick, that still would not have been enough, in my opinion, for the number 4 overall pick.
No, it wouldn't have.
And then Chicago gave them more. So apparently, the story that I've seen a couple of times online is.
All right, before you say the story,
Mhm.
if you were Chicago and Jarmo Kekalainen is calling, hang up the phone.
From now on, yeah.
Even when he was in Columbus.
Oh, that's such a good point. I mean, that was a different GM, but he
took Panarin.
Times, he really took him to the cleaners multiple times.
Kekalainen takes Chicago to the cleaners.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd time he's done it.
Okay, so what I've read a couple of times is that apparently after San Jose got the number 9 overall pick, Chicago panicked because they knew San Jose was going to take Stenberg, which they did.
Yes,
and then they were like, I don't know why. I don't know
why. No,
they panicked because then they were like, oh, they're going to use that pick to get Byram or something. They panicked after San Jose did that trade. And so they did this trade to get Byram. And it's just one of those things. It's like, that's probably the worst trade of the week, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Because all the rest of these are like not that bad.
It allowed San Jose to get Veerhoff at 9.
San Jose got Keaton Veerhoff, who was
San Jose
potentially
got
one of the
they wanted.
San Jose really hit a fucking home run this week.
Everything they wanted in the draft. Mike Greer is absolutely killing it.
Yeah, Mike Greer is. He might be up for GM of the year next year. Honestly,
he better be. Fuck Bill Guerin. Who won it by the way.
Yeah, Bill Guerin won it.
They're really putting. They have to be putting stock on that Olympic win.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
That Olympic win. It had to have been it because it was Guerin first, followed closely behind by Colorado's
McFarland, who's not even there anymore.
Right. And Verbeek was 3rd, and Kyle Dubas was 4th.
Oh, well, there you go.
And Carolinas wasn't even in the mix. or he was 6, I think.
He should have won it.
Oh,
Tolsky should
yeah,
have won it.
Polsky should have won it.
So I don't even, I think Chicago picked in the draft. Did they pick in the first round? Hold on, let me look at this real quick. They had to have, right?
They had to have, right?
Oh my God, they didn't.
Oh my
They
god.
didn't pick in the first round. So
Oh
they
my
traded away their
god.
only first round draft pick and then didn't get another one somehow. Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow,
I
Chicago. Wow.
I think Davidson gets fired. Should be fired for that.
I saw reports that were like, "Oh, Bedard's so pumped up about this." I'm like, "Sure,
Yeah,
because he's
sure,
probably not
buddy.
thinking about it hard enough that that trade was terrible." Like, oh my God.
Yeah, Bedard could be psyched all he wants to have like
Well,
a
he
guy
needs
from
to.
the same
By the way,
hometown.
Bedard has to get re-signed this offseason as well. He's an RFA.
This offseason?
Yeah, he's an
Oh,
RFA.
yeah.
So he
Ruh-roh.
hasn't extended either. I'm sure
He
he
better be
will,
pumped.
but oh my God, Chicago. What? Why?
Ugh.
Oh, what a terrible trade. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All the rest of the trades, let me look at it really quick. I don't think are like nearly as bad
No.
as
Um,
all of the rest of them are like pretty reasonable. I feel like
nothing is as bad as that.
no, a lot of them are pricey, definitely, but that has to do with the UFA class, most assuredly, and the Brady Kachuk trade, which
Look,
again I think unbalanced things.
I do think we're putting too much stock in first round picks.
Sure. There's
But at
tons
the
of teams
same
that don't seem to give a fuck about those first round picks.
But at the same time, like when you're top 5, they're supposed to be homers.
Yeah.
Like they're or if not homers, then at least
At least pretty good.
multiple bases.
I mean, the NHL. I don't know if this is the NHL is one of the more crapshoot drafts, right? Because
Yes.
there's so many stories about the number one overall guy. I guess this is true in football too, but the number one overall guy in the NHL draft a lot of times is not the best player in the draft.
Well,
You
I
know,
think
and
a
it's
part.
like
I
somebody
think
in the
it's
fourth
changing.
round that nobody even thought of. That is
I
changing.
do.
Scouting is
I
getting
do
better.
think it's changing, but like Yakupov for
Yeah,
Edmonton.
Yakupov is one of the
I
more
think
recent ones that was horrid in retrospect.
right, but I think, I
But he was the
believe
consensus
everyone
number one.
was he?
I don't remember fully, but I thought he was.
Because I think a lot of scouts were like, no, he doesn't have any hockey sense.
I mean, that's possible. I don't
And-
remember. That was so long ago at this point. I don't really recall.
Yeah.
But I don't remember who else went in that draft. But you know, like there's comparables where like Quinn Hughes went in the third round, right? There's
Yes,
tons of
and that was
guys
a
that went
size thing.
in the third, fourth round where you look at it now and you're like, oh shit, that's one of the best players in the league. You know?
Right.
So I don't know. But that number 4 pick is supposed to be really good. And if it isn't, that is going to look bad on
Yeah.
you no matter what. And then you traded it, which also looks bad on you. And then Chicago didn't pick in the first round at all.
No, you didn't.
All right, let's go to the next trade.
Your top. Let me do your top 10 in the 2012 draft, which was Yakupov.
Okay.
Ryan Murray, Alex Galchenyuk, Griffin Reinhart, Morgan Riley, Hampus Lindholm, Matt Dumba, Derek Pouliot, Jake Trouba. I don't know who number 10 is. Slater Kokiak?
That's a really bad draft.
Well, but then you have like I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna finish the first round because 11 is Philip Forsberg.
Okay, there you go.
13 is Foxa, 15 is 14 is Gergensen, 15 CC, Tom Wilson, Thomas Hurdle, Teravainen, Vasilevsky, Scott Lawton, Oli
Okay,
Mata,
it got better as we
Mike
get deeper.
Matheson, uh, Jordan Smaltz, Brady Shea, Tanner Pearson.
Okay, so it got better as you got deeper into there.
Yeah.
But yeah, boy. I mean, Yakupov, Murray, Galchenyuk, and Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Bleh. And then you get Morgan Riley, who is certainly, a serviceable defenseman. Same thing with Hampus Lindholm. Matt
Yes.
Dumba had a good career until the last few years. Derek
He fell
Pouliot, pretty
off.
bad.
Yeah,
Jake
exactly.
Truba's had a pretty good career. It's Slater Cuckoo. I remember this guy.
Slater Cuckoo.
That's how
Yeah.
you say his last name is Cuckoo. But like then you get down to 11, and I would say Forsberg is probably the
Forsberg.
best one of the until him, right? And you got
Yeah.
Tom Wilson, Vasilevsky.
Thomas Hurdle, Vasilevsky. Yeah.
So yeah, that's not a great. That's swing and a miss in the top 4 of that draft. All right. Anyway, let's get back to these trades because we'll
Yep.
be here all night if we don't. Nashville and Colorado made a trade. Jack Drury and I don't know this guy's first name, a prospect, went to Nashville and
Chase Bradley.
Huh?
Chase Bradley.
I think it's Bradley Chase. Oh no, it is Chase Bradley. Excuse me. I actually just wrote Chase, so I wrote his first name, not his last name. Anyway, Bradley Chase, who is a prospect of some report.
Chase Bradley.
And 2029 third round pick, which belonged to Colorado, for Fedor Svechkov and Zachary LaRue from Nashville.
I mean,
That
LaRue is an AHL player, so it's Drury for Svechkov.
Yeah, which I guess is fine. Drury had like 16 points this year or 20 points this year.
Yeah.
And then they extended Drury, but we'll get to that after we get through the trades.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
That just seems kind of like a
Yeah, it's a meh.
bottom 6 for bottom 6 guy, and then LaRue and
yeah.
Bradley and a third round pick.
LaRue is that scumbag who had like 9 suspensions in the QWHL.
Yep.
Not W.
And then
Is
oh
in the
wait,
queue.
didn't he? Wasn't he the one that like bullied a player?
I'm
Or am
pretty
I
sure,
thinking
yeah.
of somebody else? No, I think I'm thinking of somebody else. Somebody else. But yeah, he's a real he's a real scumbag player. But we did get a rare terrorist for terrorist trade today.
We did.
That we'll get to at the end.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was today.
Yeah.
All right.
We did. It was just their rights.
Next up is you, and this is another big trade for you.
The Buffalo Sabres. I'm going to do this. This is the one where I'm actually going to do the signing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because the Buffalo Sabres extend Alex Tuck 8 years, $10.5 million.
Yep.
Then they trade him to the Washington Capitals for a third round pick, which is San Jose's for next year, and the signing rights for David Kampf.
Yep.
I'm psyched because for 3 to 4 years, this contract's awesome.
Yeah, and then we'll see when Tuck will fall off at some point, but
we'll see how that foot speed disappears. But
yeah,
we're trying to win right now
and get Ovechkin back for next year,
and get Ovechkin back,
which I think probably will happen.
Yeah. He's trying to do like the decision, which LeBron's the decision.
They're doing some weird Russian hockey game where a bunch of the Russian players are going to, including Panarin, who criticized Putin. So that must have gotten smoothed over to some extent. Malkin's not going, I know that, but he has dual citizenship now, so
right. So
he could be like, "I'm American."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean Washington's fucking going for it, man. They're really going for it.
Of the teams in the Metro, they're going for it this year.
Yeah. Well, we haven't really seen Carolina hasn't done much yet. Well, they did do one thing, but they haven't done a ton.
They won it.
They won the Stanley Cup, so they don't got to do shit. honestly.
If anything, roll it back. Like we won it,
They kind
and
of can. They don't really have much in the way of free agents, so
they absolutely can because at the same time, like they dominated
yep,
most of the teams to do it.
absolutely dominated the playoffs. Even dominated
So
Vegas. I would say they dominated Vegas the last
yeah,
like 3 games of that series.
the last 3 games, the last two
Last 2
definitely,
games definitely.
but yeah, they dominated. So run it back.
Yeah.
You don't have to do shit.
No.
Uh,
Well,
um,
like it's kind of like the Penguins back in 2016, right? They pretty much dominated in the playoffs too, and they ran it back in 2017 and won again.
yep.
So, all right, next
Oh,
trade. Uh huh.
going back to the Blues, did you say for Connor, like with McMichael, it's his RFA signing rights?
I did not say that. That's a good thing to
Yeah.
bring up. All right, next trade. The Philadelphia Flyers got a 2026 fifth round pick and a 2027 fourth round pick, both belonging to Florida, for Garnet Hathaway and a 2026 sixth round pick that belonged to Philly. That's right. Garnet Hathaway is on the fucking Panthers now.
Jesus Christ.
If this team couldn't get any more unlikable, they
fucking
did.
know, right?
They did today, actually.
I
They're
have other
they're fully the villains next year.
I have
Sorry,
other
Barkov.
trades before that. I
Oh?
don't have that trade yet.
Oh. Oh no, it on the website I'm looking at, it's the next trade after the Tuck trade.
Okay.
Oh,
So
also I should say Garnet Hathaway 50% retained by Philadelphia.
50% retained? I
Yeah.
didn't actually know that.
Yeah. 50% retained. So yeah, Florida getting more unlikable by the day.
Dirtier and dirtier.
Dirtier and
That's
dirtier.
crazy.
You got Kachuk Bennett Kachuk line, now Garnet Hathaway is there.
Hathaway is your bottom 4.
Oh yeah. Well, he was bottom 4 on the Flyers too, so
Yeah, no, like he's bottom 3, and he might. Excuse
bless
me.
you.
Might even be like a set 13th.
Yeah, he might not play every game.
Guy.
He might be like we're playing Tampa Bay, put Hathaway in. You know,
Yeah.
kind of game.
But he's still like around
Yeah, fuck him.
15 to 20 goals.
Ah, fuck him.
No, again,
I would say 10 to 15 is probably more accurate.
yeah, 10 to 15. He's a scumbag, but like
He can score. Yeah, he has some scoring touch to him.
He's also great getting under the opponent's skin.
He's a bitch ass motherfucker. All right, let's go on to the next
That's
trade.
true. He got suspended for spitting.
That's good. He should have gotten suspended for spitting.
Yeah, exactly. The next trade that I have is the Pittsburgh Penguins acquire Hendrix Lapierre from the Capitals for a 3rd and a 5th.
Yep. This screams like Scream's reclamation project. Dubas loves his reclamation projects. We'll see. He'll have opportunity to make the team in camp. I don't think he played a lot in Washington, right?
He didn't, and he showed flashes, but he just also seemed to not be able to put it together.
Oh no, that's not true. He played 74 games last year, but his average ice time was sub 9 minutes. So
he didn't play 74 games on.
Yes, he did. That's what his stat line says. It says 74 games, 4 goals, 12 assists.
Jesus Christ, he's that unforgettable.
He only played 9 minutes a game.
Not
even
that forgettable.
He didn't even play 9 minutes a game. So like,
that's crazy.
So we'll see. Maybe he'll become something. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Hey, worked for the Chinikov trade.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's absolutely what's going to happen, but yeah. All right, next trade. The Colorado Avalanche set Valery Nichushkin to the Columbus Blue Jackets. This was before all of the nut punches that Columbus took this week.
Yeah.
For a 2026 second-round pick that belonged to St. Louis, 2027 third, 2028 fifth.
For the people who say that's not enough for Nichushkin,
I think that was enough for Nichushkin. He's been tracking down the last couple of years.
I agree. Also, like he's got 3 more years, 6.5 or 6.1. I think with everything else, like you could be with everything else that's going around. Yeah, you could have gotten more
Probably.
for him, but also just yes, he's trending down. The baggage,
Yeah, the off ice
like
baggage is a lot.
what? Well, the off ice has turned into on ice stuff with like him not necessarily not showing up, but like what Nikushin are you gonna get? So,
Right, right. So that is definitely
um,
part of it. But that happened before the Wierenski. Well, the Wierenski speculation was out there, but that definitely happened before the Marchenko stuff came out.
yeah,
Kevin Weeks, tactless motherfucker.
which is a oh, there's the halfway thing. Um, uh, da, 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 da. I think it was. I think my website was just doing the order differently.
Oh, okay.
So Ottawa Senators acquire Sam Aronson from the Maple Leafs for a 5th-round pick.
Yep.
Um, he's at least going to be their backup because we saw how bad their goalies were this past year.
Yeah, and Urson played okay. He got obviously overshadowed by Vladar in Philly. But yeah.
But statistically, Ottawa would have been one of the best teams in the league if they had average goaltending. So
Let's hope that him and Allmark can put it
figure it out.
together. Yeah, put it together. All right, next up, we got a big Buffalo trade, baby.
Big Buffalo trade, baby.
Buffalo receives Olin. I always thought it was Owen. It's Olin.
I always thought it was Owen.
Yeah,
I just found out this week that
yeah,
it was
it's
Owen.
an L, not a W in there. Olin Zellweger from the Anaheim Ducks for Anton Wahlberg, who is I'm assuming a prospect center,
Yeah.
and a 2026 second round pick that belonged to the Islanders. And I'm pissed because the Penguins definitely could have done that trade.
Right. Well, like Zellweger, we talked about him last week on the Ducks. He's
Yes.
their RFA.
One of,
he was
because Minchikov is also an RFA.
Minchikov, but Minchikov was ahead of him in the depth chart.
Mm-hmm.
And from what was kind of said about him, he's a great puck mover, but he makes like the finish wasn't there
Gotcha.
necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
And now that Byram's gone, and Kesselring's gone.
Yep.
Um,
That's another trade upcoming.
but
Oh wait, where is that trade? I didn't write it down.
it'll show up.
Keep going. Keep going.
Either way, like the thing that Buffalo did defensively or offensively that they used their defensemen for were to get into the zone. Like they used their defensemen to get into the zone, and their top 4 guys are all left-handed defensemen. Power, Byram, Samuelson, who was Darlene. They're all like left-handed guys.
Sorry, microcessering happened last week. That's why I got confused.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yep.
His extension happened this week.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter that he's left or right, like defenseman. They use the fact that they have 4 left shot defensemen to confuse while they recycle the puck. So,
Sure.
I think it's a good trade.
Yeah, I think it's a great trade for both sides. Yeah. All right, you want to take the next one?
Yeah, Ottawa Senators get Andre Burakovsky from Chicago for a 6th-round pick.
Yep.
This is last year of his contract. They were talking about buying him out, so it's just like, why would you pay to like? Burakovsky is a guy that
sometimes he looks fantastic, and sometimes he is just not there.
Well, then he gets injured.
Yeah.
And he takes a long time to recover from injury. In Chicago, he got a concussion, and it took him forever to come back. And he did not look the same after the concussion. He starts off great, and then get injury, and then struggle. So like, he's not very good defensively. I think he's a guy that they can shelter, protect. If he's not working out, he can be put in the press box at this point of his career. Because
Yeah,
I
I
can't
mean,
believe he's 31. Um,
yeah. Oh wow, he is 31. That's actually younger than I would have guessed he was. Just kind of like where the stage of his career is at. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, the Stanley Cup win was 8 years ago because
Mm,
to me he was the kid.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's crazy. He's bounced around a lot. Went
it.
from Washington. He was on Colorado. He's in
Colorado,
Chicago,
Seattle,
Seattle too.
Chicago.
Yeah. So yeah, he's bounced around a lot since then. All right. Next up, we're getting into oh my God. Excuse me. Trades
We're
that
now on the
happened.
26th.
We're now on the 26th. We're talking about trades that happened right before the draft. No, the day of the draft, if not
Mm-hmm.
during the draft. So the Utah Mammoth sent J.J. Paterka, who I just didn't really work out with them, to the Boston Bruins for a 2026 first round pick, which was the Boston Bruins, and a 2028 first round pick, which belongs to Florida. And that is top 10 protected for the Florida pick.
Yeah, he had 25 goals for
Yeah,
Utah,
it's
but
not bad.
he only had 22 assists.
Hmm.
Um, he's just not good defensively.
Yeah,
So
defensive black hole on the ice.
defensive black hole. He made Boston easier to play against when he's on the ice. But
Sure.
7.7, they need goals. Boston needs goals. So
Um, he could play on a
not
line
Paterka.
with Pasternak. Yeah.
With that's what I was about to say. With
Yeah.
Pasternak feeding, he's gonna get goals.
Yeah, he
Like,
could get 30 plus goals certainly.
Pasternak made Geeky good.
That's
He can
true.
make
Geeky
Paterka
had
good.
40 something goals, didn't he? So,
Yeah.
with that, him going on a line with Geeky and Pasternak, I mean, Paterka certainly his uptick in points, I would guess.
Yeah. Like, I think the fact that they got a first round pick, they got a first round, they got
Ooh.
2 firsts for him, because they have control for 4 years.
True.
Boston
And he's
does.
on a pretty cheap contract, right? No, or not cheap, but
7.7.
yeah, 7.7 is not bad. That's going to look like nothing in the coming years, right?
Yeah.
All right. Next one's up. This one was a little bit of a shocker.
This is a shocker. Vegas gets 2 firsts and a
Mhm.
third from the New York Rangers for Pavel Dorofeyev.
Yep.
RFA rights.
Yes, that's true.
It's extended.
Yep,
It
7
was,
years,
I
11
believe-
million.
Okay. 7 years, 11 million. Vegas could never
No,
do
no
that.
way.
I think this is an overpay, personally.
For the Rangers, 2 first round picks is
yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
Both both the extension and the rights for the rights.
Oh, he had 35 plus goals the last 2 years. He's only 25.
But 11 million.
11 million is a lot, and he's going to a significantly worse team.
Yeah,
than the
exactly.
Rangers.
Like,
he has to be the star player on the Rangers now. He has to be with that contract.
Stone, Eichel, Hurdle feeding him.
Yeah, hey man, come on. He's gonna have JT Miller and Mika Zibanejad.
He's absolutely a triggerman. Like, don't get me wrong, his shot.
That's very important in the league.
He has been underpaid for the past 5 years.
Absolutely.
He has made under the last 2 years he made under 2 million, and then the 3 years before that, sub 1. So he's been underpaid for his entire career. But I think this is a lot for Dorofeyev. And I like Dorofeyev.
I like Dorofeyev a lot too.
But I think this is
I mean,
much.
Look, if he comes into the Rangers next year and puts up 35 to 40 goals, I think this contract looks fine. But if he doesn't crack 30 at least, and that I feel like that might happen on a Mike Sullivan team.
I just don't think you should be paying 11 million for a 65-point player.
That's true.
He's putting up 35 goals.
He
but
doesn't
he's
have a
also
ton of
putting up 30
assists.
assists.
Yeah.
I even if he does that, does the same thing next year with the Rangers, I just think that's too much.
True.
If he
Yeah,
puts up
I can't.
if he puts up the same stat line this year that he did with the Rangers, I still think it's too much.
Yeah, I can't really argue with you on that one. All right, let's move on to the next big one. This one definitely happened during the draft.
Yes,
The
the St. Louis. Is it me or you? It's you. It's you.
It's me.
It's you.
The Anaheim Ducks sent Mason McTavish to the St. Louis Blues for two 2026 first round picks, two of the four that St. Louis had in this draft. Now, normally I would say that's way too much to give up for McTavish, but St. Louis did have four first round draft picks this year.
Yeah, they did. And if it's if McTavish figures it out, that's fine. But
Yeah,
if
he might.
if he keeps being defensively meh,
Then this is going to look not great in
right?
hindsight. But, I mean, St. Louis really could use a center right behind Robert Thomas.
Yes.
Because I don't even know who that was before this trade happened, but they need to start building more past Thomas's line.
Yeah.
And they have they got some really solid wingers there, right? With Snoogaroo and Holloway, and it was probably Holloway playing center behind Thomas.
Right.
So like that lets Holloway go to the wing, I think this is a good move to get him with the hope that he will bounce back in St. Louis.
Well, they gotta extend him first.
Do they? No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they
I'm
don't.
sorry. I thought he was
What are
an
you
RFA.
talking about, you goofball?
He's got what 3 more years at $7 million.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more years at $7 million.
Jesus Christ, what am I smoking? All
right.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm skipping a bunch of trades because they're mainly just for draft picks and whatnot. The St. Louis Blues acquire Brandon Carlo from the Maple Leafs for a third and a
2/3
for 2/3.
Yeah.
2/3. I'm glad Toronto was able to get off of that 4.1 mil. Like that's
Yeah. I mean, they got something in return to him. It doesn't make up for that first round pick that you gave up for him, but
no, it does not.
You got 2/3, which isn't nothing. So, and he might fit in better on St. Louis. He's
that's true.
Big right shot defenseman behind Parayko, so they kind of have like Parayko light, unless they trade Parayko, which I don't know might happen.
I don't think so. I mean, Parayko has that full no move clause.
That's true. He can nix whatever he wants.
He already nixed the trade to Buffalo.
That is true. He did. Another trade that happened during the draft in the first round is that Utah sent one of those firsts they got from Boston to Detroit for Sebastian Cossa, who is a younger goalie that I have heard for about a week and a half at this point that Utah really wanted. So they got him.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Well, they need somebody to play behind Vejmelka, and Cossa was kind of like buried in Detroit's system because Detroit also has this kid, Trey Augustine, who's supposed to be like a really good goaltending prospect. Right. So he wasn't really going to get a chance there. So he's going somewhere where he can.
Him behind Gibbs. You have Augustine behind Gibson.
Yeah.
And then Cossa would still be in Grand Rapids.
Yes. So Cossa at least gets to be a backup.
Yeah, absolutely. 23 years old. Boston Bruins acquire Ivan from Colorado for Fabian Lysell.
I have to hate Ivan now.
I have to hate Ivan now. That is disappointing. I got nothing else to say about this trade.
No, yeah, this is just like two guys that were kind of floundering. Well, I don't know. Ivan wasn't. I don't know much about him really, but Fabian Lysell was kind of like not doing great on Boston. So.
Well, he didn't play for Boston. He just played
in Providence.
Providence.
Gotcha. So two young guys just kind of swapping, see if the change of scenery helps them out. Next one, we got the rights of John Carlson heading to the Carolina Hurricanes for a 2026 sixth round pick and Kyle Masters, who is a defensive prospect, back to Anaheim. So Carolina, as of this point, has still not extended John Carlson. They still have until tomorrow to do it. So through tomorrow to do it, or I guess
in June.
Yeah,
there are.
Or I think free agency opens at noon on July 1st. So I guess they have until noon on July 1st to get him extended. I'm sure they're working on it currently.
The rumor is 2x10.
That's a lot for John Carlson.
A lot. For John Carlson.
Look, he had 60 points this past year, which Clay went over last week. He had a really good year, but my man is how
36.
old at this point? He's 36. $10 million for a 36-year-old defenseman? That's probably what the holdup is currently, is Carolina is probably trying to talk him down from that number. Because that is too much, in my opinion.
Too much. All right. Nashville Predators acquire Niels Höglander from Vancouver Canucks.
These are trades that happened today now.
Yes, we're on today's trades. Change of scenery for Höglander.
Yeah, he was not really working out. Yeah, in Vancouver.
But no one in Vancouver was working out last year.
True. But Vancouver hasn't offloaded a bunch of other guys that people were talking about, like DeBrusk, Besser.
Yeah.
I have no idea if Pettersson's going to get traded at this point.
Why do I feel like Höglander was hurt? He only played 38 games.
I think he might have been hurt for some of that, too. I don't know. So, we'll see if a change of scenery helps him out in Nashville. All right. You know what? I'm going to skip that one because that's young guy for young guy.
Yep, I figured you were going for this one.
And then let's go for the aforementioned terrorist for terrorist trade. Radko Gudas goes to the Florida Panthers, back to Florida because he was there before, for AJ Greer to Anaheim. These are the signing rights for both of them.
Yeah, and it seems like both guys are going to sign there.
Yeah. So, like what I said, that Florida couldn't possibly be more unlikable, they got Gudas back.
Oh, they might be even more unlikable if Lomberg goes there.
Oh my God, I forgot Lomberg is a free agent and could just go back to Florida.
Yeah.
Good Lord, that's just a goon team, and then Barkov.
That's just a goon team and Barkov and Reinhardt.
Yeah. Oh God, they're them in Vegas really leading in on we're gonna be the villains of the league.
Well, but they're doing it in different ways, which you do have to respect.
You do gotta respect that, because Florida is we're the villains because we're the goons, and Vegas is we're the villains because we're cutthroat businessmen, essentially.
Yeah, Florida is like, hey, my AGM's dad is the vice president, so like, I dare you to call us on it. And yeah, Vegas is just strictly business. So next up is Montreal Canadiens trade Brendan Gallagher at 50% retained.
Oh yeah, that wasn't even on this one that I was looking at.
Canucks for future considerations.
Yep. Well, that was kind of rumored to happen. I think Gallagher is from the Vancouver area.
He is. So Gallagher has shoot, it doesn't say if he has a no move clause or not. I'm pretty sure Gallagher has trade protections. Either way, they wanted to do right by him because he's a full no move clause. But that's the thing about going from a basement team to a basement / fringe wildcard team to a contender is you're going to lose guys like Gallagher.
Yeah.
Who played his entire 13-year career.
I mean, he was on that team when they were good the last time.
Exactly.
So
he's a glue guy. He is a guy that you want in Vancouver's locker room while they're going through this rebuild with the young guys.
Yep.
I think Montreal really did right by Gallagher.
Yeah, I think so too. That's where he wanted to go. It seemed like, and they needed to clear that cap space because this is the team that Clay was alluding to when he said was making potential room for Robertson was the
Yeah,
Montreal Canadiens. So that puts
so
them up
just under
over
15.
14 or 15 million.
No,
It,
they don't have 15 million yet. They
it's,
don't have 15 million in space, but they have 14 plus. So
so yeah,
you
if
qualify.
Robertson could
You
go there,
you could throw him a qualifying offer.
you could.
Hey, you want to win? We're right there.
Hey man, we made the
14
Eastern
million.
Conference Finals, which is farther than Dallas made it. So,
Yeah, you're right. Dallas has never made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
well, no, that's what the third round of the playoffs versus Dallas getting knocked out in the first.
Dallas has made it to the third round.
I meant this year.
Yeah, that's true.
I meant
But
this year. Okay, whatever.
hey, the fact that Logan Stankoven is the first rookie to play for the Western and Eastern Conference Finals,
That is pretty crazy.
I'm gonna go with that. Like that stat.
That's a pretty interesting stat.
Always have to go with that stat.
Yeah. Hey, Matt Murray was the only player to win two Stanley Cups as a rookie.
As a rookie, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, let's
These
get
cool
into
stats.
these signings, shall we?
Because we got extensions,
Yeah, we got
we got rumored
extensions.
signings, but we probably won't get into those.
Nah.
Uh,
We'll just do the signings that definitely happened, and just so you guys listening know, we're gonna skip over like the AHL fringe player guys,
yeah,
and just do like the guys that were on rosters last year that are re-signing
Yep.
with their teams.
we already went over Tuck, so you're up
Yeah,
first.
so we can skip over Tuck. Where am I first? Oh, Dallas re-signed Kyle Capobianca to a 2-year,
Not who I was
870K.
talking
Who did
about.
you want me to say?
I figured you were gonna go to Rosin.
Okay, yeah, Winnipeg re-signed Isaac Rosen to 2 years, 925K.
Yeah. Buffalo Sabres extend Zach Benson 7 years,
Yeah, that's a big one.
7.5 million. So like I said, Buffalo, like we said, Buffalo was making moves.
Yep. Buffalo, yeah, Buffalo is doing what they should be doing.
And this is a perfect, like, Benson was that dog in
Yeah.
the playoffs.
And I'm sure he
Was
will
the
be a
only
dog to come as well.
He's only 21.
He,
It's
as we
disgusting.
said, he's he seems like he might turn into the new Marchand, which
Absolutely.
is very valuable. Marchand is. Do you think Marchand's a Hall of Fame player?
Not
I think
quite
he's
yet.
borderline. I think he's
He's
borderline.
borderline. Here's the thing: if Benson can learn to score,
Yeah.
he will be better than Marchand.
Yeah.
Like that's
He's gotta
his only
score,
thing.
though.
He has so many opportunities, but he just can't finish.
Yeah. Right. All right. By my looking, the next one is yours.
Ian
Ottawa.
Moore gets extended. Nope. Gets extended by the
Oh.
Anaheim Ducks 2 years, 2.3 million.
Boy,
A lot of these happen around at the same time.
Yeah, so we're looking at two different lists. Clay's looking at Puckpedia. I'm looking at cap wages, which is a simpler version of it because
This next one is yours.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm talking about the Islanders.
The Islanders. Oh,
Yes.
okay. The Islanders re-signed Tony DeAngelo to 2 years, $4.5 million.
Yeah, I don't like him, but they need a
That's
puck
fine.
mover.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
they need somebody else to move the puck other than Schaefer.
Yeah.
Right. You need I would say you need at least 2, if not 3, puck movers on your defense.
Yes.
So,
One for each pair.
Yeah.
Um.
That's ideal, right?
All right. With all the talk about trading Jordan Spence, Ottawa Senators extend Jordan Spence
Yeah, they said just kidding.
4 years.
We're gonna extend him.
4 years, $5 million. It might have been just one of those things of like it's the same
Tactics.
with Matthew Nyes and Toronto. They're
like listening, yeah, like maybe.
Look, we're not looking to move him, but if you're gonna blow us away with something, fine.
Yeah.
Like, you have to overpay for him. Uh, I thought Spence was very good on Ottawa, so
He has really good underlying stats too.
he has great underlying stats.
So he's good
He's
to keep
always
around.
he's always had great underlying stats. That's why it didn't make sense for
Yeah.
LA to get rid of him. Uh,
Or Ottawa. So thankfully Ottawa is smarter than LA and aren't getting rid of
yes,
him. All right, next up, the Colorado Avalanche re-signed Brett Kulak to a 5-year, $4.5 million extension. A lot of guys getting
ooh, wow,
$4.5 million extensions.
yeah, a lot of them. You want to do the next one for Colorado?
Yeah, 'cause, I mean it's a little out of sequence here, but Brent Burns re-signed in Colorado as well, 1 year, $850K.
It's not out of sequence on mine.
Yeah.
Brant Clark.
See, it doesn't matter. Go ahead, Brent Clark.
Brant Clark gets extended by the LA Kings for 5 years, 7.4. I like this for Clark.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see a lot of 5 years, 4 years, just to stuff that takes them to UFAs, and then that they get another big payday.
7.4 is pretty good payday for Clark too. I think that's
It is.
I think that's a
Well,
more than reasonable payday for him.
he was the only guy who could move the puck on LA
Yep.
defensively.
They
So
really needed to keep him.
they
So
need him. They need him. He needs to be their number one guy, and Doughty can deal.
Didn't LA say that they're not going to re-sign Doughty or
No,
extend him this year?
They said they weren't going to extend him this year. They can extend him later.
That's true.
But they're going to wait till this season is done.
See how things happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We already did the Dorofiev extension. Just to remind everybody, 7 years, $11 million. Woo. That's a big one. All right. I think.
You want to do Nashville, and then I can do the next two, San Jose?
Oh, yeah. That's fair. Nashville, after trading for, extended Jack Drury to 5 years, $4.5 million. That seems a little rich for a guy that had, let me just get these numbers correct here. Where's his stats? There's his stats. 82 games played, 10 goals, 17 assists, 27 points.
Yeah, no, that does seem a little rich for a guy who in his career has never passed
30 points.
27 points.
Yeah. Last year was his best year.
Yeah, no, we're gonna again rising cap. We gotta look at.
True, you got to keep that in mind because like, as long as things keep going the way they're going for the NHL, which is pretty good, the cap's gonna keep going up. So this is gonna be like, give it like 5 years. This might just be a baseline contract.
Yeah.
So. Because next year is supposed to jump to like 13 or something.
Exactly.
Insane like that.
Next
113, excuse me, not just 13.
Yeah. Next to San Jose extensions were Zach Ostapchuk.
Mm-hmm.
Great name.
That's a cool name.
4 years, $2.35 million. That is your fourth line center going forward. I think this is like. The man wins faceoffs, doesn't matter. In the defensive zone, I think this is good. And then the San Jose Sharks also extend Michael Kesselring, who they traded for 3 years, 4.5. If we take last season as an anomaly and go back all the way to his last season in Utah, I think this is a great deal.
Yeah, I mean, last year he got ripped up by injuries that pretty much ruined his season, right? And then he got buried in the lineup by other guys that were playing better than him because of the injuries. So, fresh start.
But like,
he's gonna be in their top 4, I would think. Cause
he's in their top 4. This replaces Klingberg. Like, think of who they had on defense.
They had like nobody on defense before. So now they have. Oh Christ, my brain. They have Kesselring. Who the fuck else didn't they get another defenseman? Right? Am I going crazy?
They have Sam Dickinson.
Young guy.
He's the most likely going to get paired with Dickinson. Your depth chart, you do not have. Your defense is so bad.
Never mind. I must have been thinking of somebody else, I guess.
It's
Uh,
Cagnoni and Orloff, Dickinson, Kesselring, and then Alec Muhammad, and then Muhammadin.
good
Um,
lord, what a terrible defense. It's still pretty bad. I mean, hey, Kesselring makes it better, but not good.
Kesselring makes it better. Um,
At least I got Carey Price.
oof, at least they got Carey Price, Hall of Famer Carey
Hall of
Price.
Famer. Oh, actually, his contract is over in 2 days. Hall of Famer Carey Price. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you want to do this Buffalo one?
I'll do the Buffalo one. Buffalo Sabres extends Beck Malenstein 6 years, sub 3 million.
Yeah,
I
that's fine.
look.
I mean, he's 28, so that 6 years isn't that bad.
The Buffalo Sabres are looking at making an SPCA with the amount of dogs that they got on that team.
That's true.
Uh,
That's true. Okay.
I I have a couple more.
Okay.
Toronto Maple Leafs extend Troy Stetcher 2 years, 1.3,
Oh yeah.
and then
Oh, and
Taylor.
yeah.
You have one.
I just clicked over to Puckpedia. I don't know why. Cap Wages does
Cap.
not seem to have these. Kaylor Yamamoto signed, re-signed in Utah, 2 years, $1.75 million.
The list of RFAs who are not getting qualified is coming out.
Yes.
The biggest one, the biggest one is Mateus Michelli, and that is because
Yeah.
his for Toronto, but that is because his qualifying offer was 4.5 $1 million. So they might try to figure something out in UFA, but
I'm sure they'll probably try to figure out something in UFA.
Philip Kurashev is not getting a qualifying offer. Neither is Paul Cotter, John Beecher, P.O. Joseph, Joseph Valeno, Jordan Harris, Zamula.
Paul Cotter, I feel like Paul Cotter's not too bad of a player. Somebody will grab him up.
He had a good. He started the season super strong.
Yeah.
But then kind of fell off. But that's the only one worth noting.
True.
Those are the only guys worth noting.
There was a trade while we were recording. I will say,
What?
not really a major trade, but Pittsburgh and Winnipeg made a trade. Jack St. Ivani to Winnipeg for David Gustafson.
Yeah, that happened right when we started.
Yeah. So that's not like a huge trade, obviously, by any means, but I figured I would mention it since it happened while we were doing the show.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
why not? All right, so I guess that's it. We can just move on to our season wrap-ups, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Why don't you go first? Because that'll allow me to finish off with our Stanley Cup champion.
All right, that works. The Buffalo Sabres, who I should have done last week because they got eliminated before Montreal. But then they decided to put in work.
That's true. They did a lot of shit this week.
So that worked out for me. They were 50-23-9. They hit 109 points. They were first in sorry. They were first in the division. They lost in the second round to Montreal. Their power play was 19.5%. That was 21st in the league. Adjusted was 17.1. That was 19th in the league. Their penalty kill, 81.9%, which is 4th in the league.
Hey.
And then adjusted was 86.6, which was first.
Damn. All right, Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, remember, Chicago was number 2 adjusted.
That's true. That is true, yeah.
All those shorthanded goals work in their favor. Your goals for were 288, which is 5th in the league, and your goals against is 241, which is 7th in the league. As of now, with the cap, top 10.
Yeah.
Which is great for Buffalo. Your cap right now is 10.6.
Okay.
Sorry, 10.8. You only have 2 RFAs. It's Peyton Krebs, who qualifying offer is 1.45. He is arbitration eligible. He did play all 82 games for 12 goals, 27 assists for 39 points. He was either a top line winger or a fourth line center, and there was no in between. So I don't know
Right,
what you
yeah.
pay for that. And then Olin Zellweger, we talked about him last week. 76 games played, 7 goals, 15 assists, 22 points. Your UFAs, I don't know if you have to bring any of these guys back. Tanner Pearson, 33-year-old winger. It's coming off
He's
a 1 by
only
1.
33.
Yes,
Doesn't he feel like he's way older than that?
it does, but I believe he also dealt with so many freaking
Yeah, his
injuries.
hand injuries and shit.
He played 56 games between here and Winnipeg. 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. Most of these games played were on Winnipeg. He didn't get a lot of time
Mm-hmm.
in Buffalo.
Depth ad from Buffalo.
Yeah. Kampf.
I'm assuming Kampf had to go back in this trade because of, like, Washington must have been at the contract limit. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't fully
Because I don't
understand, and
really know why he went back in this trade.
I don't know why, because Kampf only played like 2 games for Washington, and everything else was for
It had to be
Vancouver.
that they were at the contract limit, which is 50.
Yeah.
I'm
so
assuming that's what it had to be.
David Kampf, 40 games played, 2 goals, 4 assists.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't need a fourth line center. They have Sam Carrick.
Yep.
Michael Carrick.
No, it's Sam. I thought it was Sam.
Is it Sam?
I think it's Sam Carrick because he got traded there from the Rangers, right? So
Right.
It's Sam Carrick, yeah.
Michael Carrick is a former soccer midfielder.
You always get hockey players mixed up with footballers that have the same last name somehow.
Yeah, well,
It's pretty amazing. I feel like it happens. It happened last week too with another player.
yeah, with Peter Osgood.
Yeah. That's so funny, and it happens at least several times a season that you just
Yeah,
mix
well,
up
I also
somebody with
like.
a footballer.
Well, that's the thing. I thought the soccer player was Sam, and that's where it's just
You
like
got it mixed up, yeah.
I got it mixed up. Well, I don't forget I mixed up Nick Suzuki with Kurt Suzuki, so like it doesn't have to be
That's true. That's a
soccer
baseball player. Yeah.
It's just
Pretty
another
good
athlete.
catcher, if I remember correctly, Kurt Suzuki. You didn't even do Ichiro Suzuki. You did Kurt Suzuki.
Look, you can't mess up Ichiro.
For the longest time, he like kind of didn't he go by just Ichiro?
That was it. It was
just
Ichiro.
Ichiro for a long time, and then it was like, well, his last name is Suzuki.
No, but that's the thing. Like they mentioned that he just went by Ichiro.
He's like Cher.
His entire career, it was just Ichiro.
Hilarious. Did you ever see the video of him like chasing down a foul ball? I don't know if he caught it or not, but like he ran into like a lady in the
A
stands.
fan, yeah.
It didn't hurt her or anything, but he was like, "Oh, are you okay?" and like touched her arm. And he was like, "Oh, I hope you're okay." And then he walked away. And then the lady had a meltdown because Ichiro just touched her. She like freaked out. Oh, it was so funny. It's such a funny video because she was so excited that he touched her, and you can see her mouth, "I have to call my mom." Like in the video. It's such a funny video.
Did you see that they brought her back after a decade?
No, that's awesome.
Retired?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I
love that video. It's so funny.
Josh Dunn, 27-year-old center, just coming off a 2-year vetman contract, 34 games played, 4 points. Shen coming off a 3. Yeah, Luke Shen coming off a 3.7, 3 years, 2.75, 7 points, 48 games played. He only played like 4 games for Buffalo. They weren't great.
I don't know
Like
why
2 in the.
they traded for Luke Shen and Logan
It's
Stanley
because they. It's because they panicked after not being able to
after
sign
not getting
Periaco.
Periaco,
Logan Stanley, 2 years, 1.25, 76 games played, 9 goals, 17 assists. I think all of these guys can go.
Yeah.
I don't think
They're all
you
like
need to say.
older too.
I mean, Stanley's only 28, but
is he
like,
really? Oh, I thought he
yeah,
was in his 30s as well. My apologies,
no,
Logan Stanley.
he's just slow.
He's just a big slow dude.
Your top players are Logan or Tage Thompson.
Or Logan Stanley.
I'm a little drunk.
It's okay.
81 games played, 40 goals, 41 assists, 81 points. Then you got Darlene, 77 games played, 19 goals, 55 assists, 74 points. And then Alex Tuck, 33 goals, 33 assists, 66 points. I mean, that's the Buffalo Sabres.
That is the Buffalo Sabres. All right, let's do the Colorado Avalanche, your President's Trophy winning Colorado Avalanche. Next.
Mm-hmm.
They went 55, 16, and 11, 121 points. Good for first overall in the league.
Yeah, and they got swept.
And they got swept in the Western Conference Finals. Yes, they did. And you know what? You wouldn't know that they were the first in the league if you would look at their power play stats. Because
it was awful.
17.1%, good for 29th in the league. Adjusted, 12.2%, tied for 32.
Eesh.
And you know why that is? Is because they let in 13 shorthanded goals, which is the most in the league. Good God. However, their penalty kill kind of made up for it because it was at 84.6%, which is number 1 in the league. Adjusted 85.5, which is 4th in the league.
Yeah.
Goals for, 302, first. Goals against, 203, the reverse. I just realized that now. Also first by a lot.
Yeah.
And their differential, plus 99, which is also first by quite a bit. As for cap space, now, remember, after this week and all the signings, cap space has changed from the teams we already did. But they got $4.76 million in cap space, which is the least in the entire league.
That's not a lot.
It is not. Although, their UFAs are Joel Kiviranta and Blackenberg. Nah, those guys can, who cares, right?
Right.
And then their only RFA is Bardakov, who I don't even know who that is. So, Colorado really doesn't have to do too much. They were the President's Trophy winners. They did trade Nichushkin already. I'm sure number one and Ivan. I'm sure number one on their list is gonna be figuring out that Makar extension.
Yeah.
That's not this year, but is next year. That's gonna be quite a lot of money, if I had to guess.
Does he get 20?
Maybe. He might be our first 20 million. Because here's the thing, right? McDavid should have been the first 20 million player.
Yeah.
But he took a significant pay cut to help the Oilers, and then the Oilers fucked up with it, which we guessed that they would. Because Stan Bowman's in charge.
We don't know that yet. We don't know that yet.
Oh, I guess that's true, because that kicks in this year.
Season hasn't played yet.
That kicks in, that extension for McDavid kicks in this year. But hey, man, they hired Mike Babcock. I am not going to cheer for the Oilers to play as much as, I don't hate McDavid at all, or Draisaitl, really. I don't really hate the Oilers as a team. I do hate their management because they're terrible.
Yep.
But that's it for Colorado. They already did a bunch of stuff. They already moved around a bunch of pieces, and they don't got a lot of money to play with. So,
no.
Who you got next?
I got our Stanley Cup runner-up, Vegas Golden Knights. Eventually, give me a second. There we are.
One day.
I didn't turn to them while you were talking, but here we are. They were 39, 26, and 17. I didn't write the points. They made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. They were first in the Pacific.
Did. That's all that really matters.
That's really all that matters. Their power play was 24.6, which is sixth in the division. Or Jesus Christ, Clay. Maybe I should be drinking while we do this.
That's part of the fun, though. You get
I
deeper
know,
into
right?
the episode, the more we
And I
slur.
just mess up.
Because again, it's
24.
supposed to be your two dumb friends just telling you about hockey
Yeah,
while you sit
absolutely.
at
And
a
I
bar and drink
am
with
an
them.
idiot. 24.6 was a sixth in the league, and your power adjusted was 22.0, which is also sixth. Your penalty kill was 81.4, seventh in the league, and then 84.3 adjusted, which is ninth. Your goals for were 265, which is 14th, and your goals against are 250, which is 13th. So right in the middle of the pack.
Yep.
But it got hot in the playoffs, baby.
Yeah, they
Um,
certainly did.
I mean, you're top 10 for special teams, so
Yeah, true.
good. Your cap. What you got working with right now?
Right, meow.
4.6.
Oh, so that changed since I did my notes, actually.
I guess,
I
because
guess,
I did
yeah.
it post everything that went on. I did Vegas this morning, so they got
So, yeah,
4.6.
I guess that must have changed.
Your RFAs are Akira Schmid, who's a 26-year-old goalie who is,
Gone.
who is an RFA, arbitration eligible. He played 34 games, 2.59 goals against average for 893 save percentage. Your UFAs. You have 4.6 to replace a bunch of players.
Oh, yeah.
Now, only one of these was above. Only one of these, two of these were whose contracts were above 2 million. So you can make it work if they all take pay cuts. You got Riley Smith, who's coming off a 1x2. He played 69 games, 16 goals, 10 assists. Then you have Brendan Saad coming off a 1x2 as well. 49 games played, 3 goals, 6 assists. All right, he can go. Colton Sissons is coming off a 7-year, $2.8 million contract.
Wow.
We're 7 years through Colton Sissons.
That's crazy.
He played 66 games, 6 goals, 5 assists. Cole Smith as well, who's 30. All right. I forgot. Riley Smith's 35. Brandon Saad is 33. Colton Sissons is 32. Cole Smith is 30. Coming off a 2x1, 63 games played, 8 goals, 4 assists. Ben Hutton, 2 years, sub 1, 33-year-old defenseman, 55 games played, 6 goals, 9 assists. Luzon, 29 years old, coming off a 4x2, 68 games played, 1 goal, 12 assists. Coughlin, coming off a 1-year vet min. He only played 3 games in the regular season, but in the playoffs he did play 13 games for 1 goal, 2 assists.
Okay. Dang.
And your big UFA is Rasmus Anderson.
Yes. Who you got at the trade deadline or around the trade deadline?
Who got at the trade deadline. He's coming off a 6-year, $4.5 million. He played 81 games between Calgary and Vegas. 17 goals, 30 assists, 47 points.
Okay. Wow, he had 17 goals?
Yes.
I didn't realize that. That's pretty good.
Here's the thing. I'm sure they had a handshake deal for an extension.
It seemed like it, right?
It seemed like it. With how Rasmus Anderson played after coming from the deadline, I don't bring him back. With how he played since he came back and in the playoffs, I don't bring him back.
Yeah, I've seen a couple other. I don't remember who it was, but some talking heads say there was a handshake agreement, but seems like maybe Vegas is going to go back on that at this point.
Look, if any team is going to go against a handshake agreement, it's going to be
Vegas.
Yeah,
It's going to be Vegas. Yeah, that's like their whole thing.
But again, I don't blame them. And that's the whole point. And that's the whole thing with the handshake agreement. Like, you're not putting anything in writing.
True. That's true. That's true.
and you only have 4.6. Rasmus
That's a
Anderson's going
lot
to want.
of UFAs, though, too. You're so right.
Rasmus Anderson is going to want more than, and that's what
I'm
his
gonna guess
contract
he's gonna
was.
what, 6.5, something like that,
Right.
at least, if not more than that.
Um. I no, thank you. He didn't fit
Somebody's
their.
gonna give him a shitload of money in the
Yeah, he didn't.
in free agency.
He didn't fit their
Their
system.
style, yeah.
He had 22 games played in the playoffs for 6 assists. That's it. Um. I don't personally. No, thank you.
All right,
Uh.
that's fair enough. It might be professionally no thank you from the Vegas Golden Knights as well.
Yeah. I watching him in the playoffs. It just wasn't meshing.
It wasn't
To
there.
me, he was
Yeah, it just
kind of a
wasn't there.
liability. He was a liability. And I think part of the reason he wanted to come to Vegas is he wanted to play with Hannafin again.
Mm, yeah,
Fine, I get like personally wanting to play with your friends. That's fine if it works. It didn't.
it didn't work.
So,
Yeah, it didn't work.
um, and if they want to keep Anderson, they got it. And also, it's not including the 8.8 of Petrangelo, but the rumor is
That he
Petrangelo
wants to come back.
is looking to come back
Yeah.
mid-season. That's not going to work.
No, not at all. I mean, maybe he comes back and plays all right, but I don't know. He's been injured for so long at this point that I can't imagine it's going to work out well for Petrangelo coming back.
He only missed 1 year.
I know, but that's still a whole year of not playing.
It's a whole year of not playing, but he's been good for
Up until
70
that point.
games.
Yeah, true.
For the majority of his career, up until that point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I agree. I don't think Anderson's going to be back in Vegas. That immediately makes him probably the best free agent, right?
29 years old, right defenseman. Yeah, it does.
That makes him the best free agent. So he's going to get paid, just not by Vegas, I don't think.
Just not by Vegas.
Yeah. All right, let's do our final Stanley Cup champion.
Oh, let me get top players real quick.
Yeah.
Jack Eichel, 74 games played, 27 goals, 63 assists, 90 points. Mitch Marner, 81 games played, 24 goals, 56 assists, 80 points. And then Mark Stone, 60 games played. God damn, Mark Stone. 60 games played, 28 goals, 45 assists for 73 points.
Jesus Christ.
He's so good.
Yeah. If only his back, if only he could just fix his back and play a full 82 games, he'd probably hit 100 points, like no problem.
Absolutely.
Ay.
So good.
All right, Carolina, your Stanley Cup champions. Last but not least, 53, 22, and 7, 113 points. That's second place in the entire league.
Yep.
They, on the power play, 24.9, good for fourth place. Adjusted, 23.2, good for fourth place. On the penalty kill, 80.6, which is 10th in the league. Adjusted, 85.8, which is good for third because they scored 12 shorthanded goals this year, which is the most of any team.
Yeah.
There were two teams tied with 11. I believe Buffalo was one of them. I can't remember who the other one was. Might have been Chicago. Or no, I remember. It was Calgary because it was a team that confused me that they had that many shorthanded goals. Because I was like, one of these things is not like the other in this top three of shorthanded goals, and it's Calgary. Goals for, 296, good for third. Goals against, 240, good for fourth. And differential plus 56, good for third. Their cap is $10.15 million. That is 28th in the league. And their UFAs, technically, John Carlson, who they just traded for. Freddie Anderson, who I'm still not convinced is. Did he announce that?
No, but he should be.
He should retire. And then their only RFA is Nikishin, who has been bandied about in trade rumors quite a bit.
Yeah.
So they're looking to trade him for something. Or if I had to guess, they're probably trying to work out some sort of deal where they get rid of Kokiniemi's contract and add in
And
Nikishin in there for
yeah.
something, maybe, or use Nikishin in a bigger trade for something else. Because Carolina, weirdly, Carolina and Dallas seem to be in on literally everybody that's available this year.
Everybody.
Um,
Wierenski, Hellebuck. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
Wierenski, Hellebuck, all those guys. So um, they're looking for
Buffalo was
something.
apparently in on Hellebuck, but they couldn't get it done.
But
Um,
he agreed to go to Buffalo. He agreed to waive to Buffalo
what?
as well.
I
Yes, he
didn't know
did.
that.
They just couldn't. They just couldn't agree on the trade. Like apparently the Jets were asking. Their asking price was too rich for Buffalo's blood.
Gotcha.
Apparently was the thing. But Hellebuck agreed to go to Buffalo.
Look,
Pinch yourself, Buffalo fans. You're awake. This is not a dream.
what
Star
winning does
players
to
are
a
agreeing to go
motherfucker.
to the
Yeah,
Sabres. Um, that's it. That's Carolina. So they could very easily run it back with, I guess, Carlson instead of Nikishin,
yeah,
and they're good enough to go to the Stanley Cup final again next year, in my opinion.
absolutely.
Yeah. I realize that we did not do the draft at all. Um,
No.
so let's just do the highlights here. McKenna went number one.
Yep.
Ivan Stenberg or Ivar Stenberg, excuse me, went number two. Malhotra went number three to Vancouver to go play for his dad.
Yep. Absolutely.
Daxon Rudolph was number four to Buffalo, and then
Yes.
I don't
Was the
remember
first
past that.
reach.
Verhoff did go to San Jose as well, as we mentioned before. Um, Chase Reed, who was one of the top defensemen, I think went to Seattle.
He fell. Chase Reed went to Seattle. Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
he fell to
Albert
seventh.
Albert Smith.
Oh,
Albert
Albert
Smith was
Smith's,
fifth
yeah,
for the
to
Rangers.
the
Carson
Rangers.
Carroll's to the Flames.
Yes,
8
another defenseman.
was Vigo Bjork.
Yeah, that was a highly rated forward. Went to
Yes.
the Jets, correct?
Yep. And
No, that's Verhoff, who was number 10.
yeah, and that's Wyatt Cullen.
White Cullen. Okay. Oh, that's Matt Cullen's son.
Yeah,
Shout out
that's
Matt
crazy.
Cullen. And then past that, like you could go look up the draft picks.
You
One
can. The
interesting thing that did happen.
Pittsburgh got the Ruck
That's
twins.
what I was going to say. Pittsburgh took
Suck it, bitch.
Liam Ruck
Um,
at number 22 and took Marcus Ruck at number 39. I hope they pan out because that's a great story.
there's
Um,
two sets of
there was another set of
there was two
twins.
sets of twins in this draft.
Who was the other set of twins?
I don't know, man.
Oh, okay.
They weren't
Well,
good enough to like.
right, right when the Penguins took Liam Ruck, I saw somebody make a meme of Babcock saying, or like put a bubble over him saying, "Take Marcus Ruck in the draft. He can't play with his brother just because he's the worst
Right.
person in the world."
Yeah, because he's.
But I believe the Ruck twins made it clear to teams that they wanted to go to the same team, which
Yes, they
makes
did.
me think that whoever took the first one, everybody else was probably just going to let them take the
It
second
was like
one.
a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think all the teams were like, okay, well, whoever gets the first one, just take the second one in the second round or whatever, which is what the Penguins did. So
Yep.
I hope that they turn into stars of some sort, but, we'll see. So anyway, thank you guys for listening. As always, we can be found wherever podcasts are found. Give us a rate, review, subscribe, wherever applicable. And we will be back next week for our last episode of the season. Whatever happens in free agency between and trades, I guess, between
Yep.
now and then.
Now and then, we are 1 day and 16 hours away.
That's right.
17 hours away.
So we'll see you guys then at the same puck time.
Same puck place.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.